Hello, bubble car fans that also like cartoons. So here's something kind of combining the two. The model company is called FrontiArt. They make high-end realistic resin models. But they made these 124 scale Rollis cars. And this one has character Madam K in there. And let's check this out. Great packaging. You got this display box, but it's well protected by the suspension foam here. Gust&Gale is the Korean design firm that I guess designed these characters slash cars. Okay. A little bit of info there. Yeah, you can go to their website or FrontiArt's website. So these are roughly 124, but they are kind of cartoony, so you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Well, I probably should have done it this way. So the bottom is hollow. It's got a cover with this felt thing to keep it from scratching up your table. I don't think it's the intention for you to open these things, but for the review I feel like I have to. I'll just tape it up later, or actually I put rubber bands maybe around it. Although I think rubber bands do react with plastic, so you gotta be careful with the type of rubber bands you use. So it seems like a pretty strong box. And so this is the Isetta, made between 1953 to 1956. 162,000 of them or so were made. And the thing was powered by a 236cc engine making only 10 horsepower. But it could go 75 kilometers per hour, which a really weak, like 125cc, even a 110cc scooter can do that these days. So time has moved on. Well, you know what it is? It's just try moving more than a scooter around. So yeah. So it's kind of like, I think Urkel from, I forget that old TV show. Urkel used to drive one of these things in that show, I think. Yeah, really small looking death trap cars here. Alright, so not too particular about the comparisons because this is cartoon shaped, right? Alright, so the carbon fiber is part of the molding, but they chose a really poor color choice, this gray on black, so it's really hard to see unless you hold it at a certain angle, right? But everything's there, everything you want to know, except for it doesn't say the scale, or even tell you what it is. Actually, you don't have everything you want to know. It should tell you it's an Isetta, or ISO Isetta. Anyhow, you got a separate chromed plastic bumper here, very shiny of course. You have a cool Rollis logo, and it's like a photo-etched piece of metal, I think. And they painted it red, the etching, and then they dropped some resin over it, so it's all domed out. It's very, very cool looking. You can see this paint is fantastic. It's fantastically smooth. It was probably polished after painting. You can see the reflection of the LED. It's very square, right? But the flake is very fine. You know, there's a really fine metallic. I would say it's red. My camera tends to, at least the screen of my camera makes it look orange, but I would say it's red for sure. Okay. So the headlights look very realistic. They got the whole chrome bezel, right, the bucket, and then this feels smooth. So the Fresneling is on the back side, and there's like a light bulb molded in there. Alright, you know what, let's back out. Boy, Madam K is she's about to get into an accident, I think. Which I would have the same expression if I was driving this thing. This is a death trap, right? So the hands and steering wheel are the same piece, but they didn't do a great job painting the steering wheel. The steering wheel does go down, though, from my experience. There's a column there. And then Madam K's got a pink complexion, some sort of pink blush. The mouth is somewhat glossy. I can't tell if that black is just a graphic or a hole. I think it might just be a graphic. And then the eyes, I think, are a decal. Brown eyes. Okay, so she's very close to the windscreen. And it's funny because the top of this thing looks like a cap, like a motorbike helmet, right? With the visor. You know, that's not on a real car. So it's interesting. Yeah, I guess they're trying to conform the head of this, the top of the car to conform to this girl's head. And that visor's really neat. Interesting idea. And it's got two tiny like beads, or again maybe drops of resin on metal to indicate the rivets that would hold the visor on. And it's hard to even notice, but this is a very shiny stainless steel piece, I think. It's actually overlapping this one, some sort of metallic ribbon, and it's going up and around there, right? That's impressive, and that's going around the whole like waist of the vehicle here. It's not just straight around, right? It's literally a compound curvature. Like it's, I don't know how they do this, but it's impressive. It's literally going vertical, canting inwards, going vertical, canting downwards, right? And it's got Rollis text back here. I can feel those letters. So they're raised. The tail lights here. First, the main brake light. I think that's just plain red. Or actually, let me zoom in again. Nope, there's like a Fresneling pattern. And so I'm touching. I see. I think I can feel that. I think that's a decal, and there's a drop of resin, but it didn't. There wasn't enough resin. So that's unfortunate. I feel like they should have probably filled in this whole thing with more resin. Because that, yeah, oh well. I don't think it's going to go anywhere with that much resin on it. These are much better, right? Just, I think these are molded plastic. Feels smooth. The dots are on the inside, and it looks like there are light bulbs back there. See, this doesn't look like it has a light bulb because it's not clear. It would have been neat if they maybe molded a bucket, painted it red, and then dropped resin all over it, and have a light bulb bump in the bucket. Anyhow, really shiny chromed plastic there. And again, the paint, even under magnification, looks fantastic. Chromed bumper again. You can see some nice little old school treads. Some sort of chrome of the wheels here. And yeah, just hubcap wheels, I guess. I thought this was a three-wheeler. So this is different. I don't know what's going on. Oh, you know what? These came in three wheels and four wheels. If we look at these images, this is clearly a trike, but this is clearly a four. So I don't know which one, like what the model name of this is. Yeah, what makes an, I don't know. Leave a comment for everyone. Is the three-wheeler named differently than the four-wheeler? Or do you literally have to just say an Isetta four-wheeler? It's very heavy. I think this is like a solid chunk of resin. It almost feels like a die cast, but pretty sure it's resin. I don't think FrontiArt gets involved with die cast because that's not a really good material in my opinion. Well, very interesting to look at, that's for sure. So I've reviewed a few others, and there's going to be others coming down the pipeline. They're so big, I'm not going to bring them out for comparison. But later on, when I have no more to collect, I'll do a whole showcase of what I have. Although, I can't find the Austin Mini Cooper anywhere. Maybe it's not a Mini Cooper, but they made an Austin Mini 850. And if you're willing to sell it, please direct message me, and we'll talk. I'm not going to pay a crazy amount. I have plenty of other toys to buy, but I used to drive one for real in real life, so you'd be doing me a great personal favor. Okay, well, thank you for watching today, and we'll see you the next time we do a Rollis.